The human body operates on a fundamental bioenergetic mandate to maintain homeostasis through the efficient allocation of fuel. When you integrate 2 eggs into your breakfast routine every morning, you are not simply consuming food. You are executing a precise biochemical intervention. The primary point of contention regarding eggs has historically been their cholesterol content, a concern rooted in decades-old nutritional data that failed to account for the body's internal regulatory mechanisms. In reality, the liver is the master orchestrator of lipid balance. When dietary cholesterol from egg yolks enters the digestive tract, it is absorbed in limited quantities by the intestinal mucosa. Upon detecting this exogenous intake, the liver, the organ responsible for endogenous cholesterol synthesis, does not simply add this to the total count. Instead, it engages a sophisticated feedback loop, down-regulating its own internal production of cholesterol to maintain systemic equilibrium. This compensatory mechanism is a testament to the evolutionary resilience of human physiology. Our bodies are calibrated to process high-density, nutrient-dense foods like eggs, which have served as a critical survival substrate for our species for millennia. The cardiovascular implications of daily egg consumption are frequently misunderstood. We must distinguish between total cholesterol and the specific composition of lipoprotein particles. Eggs are rich in phospholipids, which have been shown to modulate the lipid profile in a way that favors the production of high-density lipoprotein, HDL. HDL acts as the body's internal waste management system, sequestering excess cholesterol from the arterial walls and transporting it back to the liver for excretion or recycling. By consuming eggs daily, you are effectively providing your vascular system with a constant supply of the raw materials necessary to bolster this protective lipid fraction. Furthermore, the saturated fat found in eggs is accompanied by stearic acid, which is unique in its neutral impact on blood cholesterol levels, unlike the inflammatory saturated fats found in ultra-processed oils or charred meats. This nuanced lipid response is the reason why clinical studies consistently fail to find a causal link between moderate daily egg consumption and the progression of atherosclerosis in metabolically healthy individuals. Choose nutrient density for your cardiovascular longevity. Moving beyond lipids, the morning intake of eggs triggers a profound shift in cellular energy production. Most standard breakfasts, cereals, breads, or sugary pastries induce a rapid glycemic spike. This forces the pancreas to secrete an aggressive bolus of insulin, which shunts glucose into storage cells, and causes a subsequent plummet in blood sugar by mid-morning, resulting in that familiar mental lethargy. Eggs, however, contain virtually 0 carbohydrates. When you consume 2 eggs, the digestive process requires the pancreas to release only a negligible amount of insulin. This prevents the roller coaster effect of blood glucose, ensuring that your cells are fed by a steady stream of amino acids and fatty acids. This metabolic stability is the cornerstone of what we define as mental clarity. The energy produced through the oxidation of fatty acids and the utilization of amino acids is far more durable than the fleeting energy derived from glucose, providing you with a base level of cognitive endurance that can carry you through the early hours of the day without the need for additional caloric intake. This cognitive efficiency is directly bolstered by one of the most underrated nutrients in the human diet, choline. The egg yolk is one of the most concentrated biological sources of choline, an essential compound that serves as the primary precursor for the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is indispensable for the communication between neurons. It is the chemical messenger that regulates focus, learning, memory, and the precision of your motor skills. When your body is saturated with an adequate supply of choline every morning, you are essentially providing the brain with the structural building blocks for faster, more accurate synaptic transmission. The absence of brain fog in those who prioritize a protein-fat morning is largely a result of this availability. Furthermore, Choline is critical for the structural integrity of every cell membrane in your body. By fueling your cells daily, you are supporting the integrity of your mitochondria, ensuring peak capacity. Start your morning with a cognitive edge. The protein matrix within an egg is often referred to by nutritional biochemists as the gold standard because of its biological value. The egg contains a complete profile of all 9 essential amino acids in ratios nearly identical to the requirements of human skeletal muscles. When you ingest these proteins, the body recognizes them as high-priority inputs for tissue repair and enzymatic production. As digestion proceeds, the peptide bonds are cleaved, and the resulting amino acids enter the bloodstream. They repair micro tears in muscle fibers and support the production of systemic enzymes. Because this protein is paired with the natural fat found in the yolk, the transit time through the gastrointestinal tract is extended. This slow, gradual release of nutrients ensures that you remain satiated until your next meal. It suppresses the hunger hormone ghrelin and reduces the impulse to snack on processed items. This satiety is not psychological. It is a direct hormonal result of the amino acid sensing mechanisms in the gut. At the level of the eyes, the cumulative benefit of daily egg consumption is remarkable. Eggs are a source of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are concentrated specifically in the macula of the retina. As we navigate a world dominated by blue light from screens, these antioxidants work to filter harmful light wavelengths. They prevent the oxidative damage that leads to macular degeneration. While we think of eye food as carrots, the bioavailability of these carotenoids in eggs is vastly superior. This is due to the presence of dietary fat, which is necessary for their absorption. Consuming 2 eggs every morning is essentially a preventative measure against the degradation of your vision. It is a quiet, daily maintenance routine that protects your ability to interact with the visual environment in your later years. This is a level of metabolic protection that few supplements can mimic. The synergy between the fats and the pigments in the yolk ensures protection is delivered where it is needed most. Start your day with the gold standard for your health and your vision. Bioavailability, the key to vision. The systemic effect of daily egg intake extends to your endocrine health, particularly in the realm of testosterone and hormone regulation. Testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol, the very molecule that people are terrified of in eggs. While the body does regulate its own production, ensuring a steady, sufficient influx of the building blocks required for hormone synthesis allows the endocrine system to operate without constant substrate scarcity. This is particularly vital for the maintenance of lean body mass and bone density. Furthermore, the presence of vitamins like D, A, and E, which are all fat-soluble, ensures that you are consistently hitting your micronutrient targets. You avoid relying on synthetic vitamins, which the body often struggles to assimilate compared to whole food matrices. Each egg is a prepackaged survival kit designed by evolutionary biology to provide all the components necessary for a life cycle to flourish. When we ingest it, we are effectively co-opting that design to maintain our own biological resilience. Finally, we must address the issue of metabolic flexibility. Many people feel locked into a pattern of hunger and fatigue because their bodies have become glucose dependent. A person feeling locked into hunger is visualized by dark ink chains around a silhouette. By breaking your fast with 2 eggs, you force your body to engage with protein and fat metabolism immediately upon waking. This trains your metabolic machinery to be more versatile, shifting the burden away from carbohydrate dependency. This training effect is cumulative. Over 30 days, this practice stabilizes your insulin sensitivity and fortifies your nervous system. You are teaching your body that it does not need to panic or trigger a stress response in the morning. Instead, it can rely on the slow, steady burn of amino acids and fatty acids. This shift toward homeostasis is the most profound benefit. It is not about the eggs being magical. It is about the profound physiological consistency they provide. By replacing the high-sugar start to your day with biological necessity, you align your habits with the fundamental requirements of your physiology. This daily consistency is the ultimate act of biological stewardship, ensuring that your body operates with the intended efficiency. You are providing the optimized inputs required for sustained long-term vitality.